Good morning, students. Welcome to English class. So we were discussing the lesson, the jungle air crash. So in the first part, we saw the narrator, along with her mother, was flying from Lima to Pugalpa. They were going there to celebrate Christmas with their father. The beginning, the flight was very comfortable. There was nothing wrong. The climate was favorable, but suddenly there was a change. Everything became dark. There was heavy storm, and the plane caught fire and burst, and she was falling down, turning over and over in the air, but still strapped in the seat. And she could see the trees down like cauliflowers, and she became unconscious. Up to that we have completed. So come to the next part of it. It was still light when the rain woke me up. I was lying under a section of 3 seats turned upside down. That means she had fallen down. Still she was unconscious, but in the morning there was rain and she woke. There was no sign of my mother, of any other passengers, or of the plane. Even though she looked around, she couldn't see anything related to the plane. She couldn't see her mother, or she couldn't see any other passengers. Nothing was there. All I could hear were frogs croaking and the rain. So it was very clear that she had fallen in a forest. I had a bump on my head and a gash in my foot. Gash means a wound. So there wasn't much problem, we can say. There was only a small gash and a bump on her head. I felt no pain, but I couldn't muster the energy to move and look around. So she understood what happened. She understood the fact that she was all alone. So she hardened the energy to come out of the seat and look around. She was, in a sense, very tired. So what happened? Thus, I spent the whole night lying under the seat, half asleep in shock. So we know the reason. She, even though she was a small girl, she could understand the fact that she had fallen down and the plane had crashed, and most of the passengers might have died. The next morning I crawled out slowly because everything swam dizzily before me. I crawled out slowly, and it is mentioned everything swam dizzily before me. That means the sight was not so clear, and that's actually because of her tired state. I saw a small package and opened it. It contained some sweets and a Christmas cake. I tasted the cake and dropped it. She tasted the cake and dropped it. What was the reason it is mentioned? It was soaking wet and revolting. We know that in the case of cake and all, if it is wet, we cannot use it, we cannot eat it. That's why she felt it revolting as it was wet. Then I picked up a long stick with which to prod the ground to avoid snakes, poisonous spiders and ants. She decided to move forward. And what did she do for that? First, she took a long stick to prod, to search the ground, because she had heard from her parents, you should be very careful while you move in the forest. There will be snakes, other poisonous spiders, ants, etc. My parents had told me about the perils of the jungle in the years we had lived in it. That it is not the big animals that are the most dangerous, but the snakes and the insects. This was a lesson that she had got from her parents, and we know that in the first part we saw her father was an ecologist and mother an ornithologist. That means both of them were working in forest as part of their research study. So she had got a number of lessons from them This was one of the lessons. In the forest, you should be more careful of the small insects than big animals. Feeling ahead with the stick, I started looking for my mother. So we know that while they started the journey, the flight, her mother was sitting beside her. She was sitting near to the window. Mother was sitting beside her, and she wanted to see whether her mother had escaped, whether her mother was somewhere near. I was so deceived that after each step I had to rest. So even though there wasn't any physical severe wounds and all, she was very tired, so she was feeling dizzy. She couldn't move forward fast. After hours of poking around, I heard gentle splashing nearby and discovered a tiny brook, a small stream, river we can say. My parents had impressed on me that when lost in the jungle, one should always look for streams and then follow them to larger streams. So another lesson which she got from her parents: if you are lost in the jungle, you should find out a stream or any small river or water source, and you should follow it. This is the road for you in the jungle. Rivers are what the roads are here, and the Indian tribes and the white plantation people live on their banks. Rivers in the tropical forest of Peru meander and circle. So meander means go round and round, we can say. One can walk for kilometers along a bank and only advance 100 meters toward one's destination. So as they are circling around, even though you are walking kilometers, you won't be advancing a long distance. It is mentioned you will be advancing only a few hundred meters. But I had to stay near or in the stream. Even though she couldn't move forward a long distance, she couldn't move forward. She knew that this was the only possible thing she had to do, as she was lost in the forest. If she had to reach a place where people live, she should follow the stream. Its banks were overgrown with tangled vines, making every step arduous. Sometimes I had to wade through the water because huge rotted tree trunks barred my way. So it was not an easy task to move. It is different reasons are mentioned. First is its banks were overgrown with tangled vines. So tangled vine means the vines that are mixed together, which hinder your way, making every step arduous. That means difficult to move. And sometimes I had to wade through the water because huge rotted tree trunks barred my way. It was slow going. She couldn't move forward fast. Nights in the jungle are attractive only in films. So we know that in films, while we see nice scenes, it's very attractive, but in a real life in jungle, it is really frightening. In real life, they are frightening. There was always a rustling somewhere. Snakes. Something was crawling over my legs. A tarantula. Tarantula is a poisonous spider. Even the air seemed poisoned by decaying trees. I slept fitfully. That means she couldn't sleep peacefully. Fitfully means sleeping a while and then waking up again sleeping. Likewise. So she was lost in the jungle, and she was trying to reach a place where people live, and while she was lost, she was thinking of the lessons her parents had taught her, and we have to find out whether these lessons will help her and whether she will reach safely somewhere. But we will discuss it. We will discuss the next paragraph only next day. So we'll stop for today, and I think there are a number of words which are not so familiar to you. Make sure that you learn the words, read the paragraphs many times, and also complete the side question. Okay, thank you. We will stop for today.